welcome back to another episode of Dance Talk Realness, a podcast where we discuss all nuances concerning education and dance, because a dance experience is an experience worth talking about. I'm your host, Truly B. As you can see, Daryl is not with me today, but it's all right because I have these awesome guests with me. So these are members of the Collective, the resident student-based dance company at Bowie State University. And today, I am going to be asking them to reflect upon their thoughts of what makes a solid dance program. So the idea came about because the university is in the process of building a major. And while I've spoken to many different educators about what we feel would be the best pathway to go, why not ask the students what it is that they want? So that way, maybe we can bring everything together. No one side has the final answer, but together, teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm gonna go ahead, disclaimer. This one, the next couple ones, look, y'all, the audio is gonna be what it is. Process of moving, you'll be fine, you got it, you know how we do it around here, we just keep talking. So I'm gonna have y'all just introduce yourselves, just give my audience your name, when you're graduating, and how long you've been dancing. It ain't hard. Y'all, okay, so look, already, it ain't but three. Okay. Your name, when you gonna graduate, when you're hoping.
Planned.
The intent. Okay. And how long have you been dancing?
My name is Christopher. Are we saying the full name?
You can't. You want to give your whole government?
My name is just Chris. So, and my hope and dream is to graduate by 2023. And I've danced for 3-4 years.
Okay, my name is Malia Sims. I'm graduating in December of 2022. And I've been dancing for about 13 years? Maybe
Yes, 13, question mark. Yes.
I don't know. It's been a minute.
That's a long time.
My name is Grace. Some call me Thug G. Some call me the Great Grace. It's really up to you. You can pick one.
Don't pick none of them.
Nobody calls it.
Wow, you're not winning without a hater. I desire to graduate in 2023. And
how long you been dancing?
I came out the womb with a 2-step. I've been dancing since I came out.
Okay. My name is Cameron LaVey Johnson. I am a junior, but I desire to graduate 2023. No, 20. Girl, get it out. 2023. I said it right. Yeah. 2023 of spring.
How long you been dancing, child?
I've been dancing for 8 years.
80?
80?
8 years.
8, okay.
Right.
8 years.
Precious lambs. All right, so if you cannot tell already, these are my dance babies. Child, they don't know how to act, and it's all right. I love them, and this is part of why. All right, so as you all are aware, because you've been a huge part of some of the conversations going, child, you don't get out that camera like that. If you don't get out that camera like that, Lord have mercy. So you all have been part of the conversations of the dance major coming to the university. And I believe some of you have had opportunity to be part of the student voice as a part of that. So regardless of if you have or you have not, though, I want to just kind of get a gauge of what things do you feel would make a dance program here not only attractive to those who are here and those who will be incoming, but also would help prepare you for what you feel your next steps would be. And you don't have to go in order, just
talk. I would say more Black African-American professors. And I don't mean just any old African-American professor. Like, I'm not saying, because people, they will really find someone and drag them in and they not have the knowledge. I mean someone with background, an actual African-American dance-based professor.
Especially for HBCU.
Yeah.
Are we talking universal or are we talking specifically this?
All of it.
All right.
Be as specific as you want.
I would say like universal. We just need people that want to actually do it. Because there are people who just do it for the money instead of actually wanting to teach kids or wanting to teach adults to actually learn how to, the technique.
Yeah, and it's very obvious when they don't care.
Yeah, in my opinion, I believe that it should be somebody that desires to teach and have the knowledge of educating us on the real world things of what we're going to go out and do, and to prepare us for the actual career we're set to be in, and that's where I feel like some of us are lacking at, because we don't feel like we're ready for the real world as dancers, as performers, as whatever artists that we are. That's the thing that's missing in this department. So I feel like that's what needs to be done.
I also think that we quit too much as us as students and as teachers as well, because basically when stuff gets hectic or anything, teachers get stressed out. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do it no more, or they don't want to be a part of it no more, or they have acid.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Mom. they have acid, and it's not their full effort.
Sorry.
I definitely agree with that. And it's really because we don't have pushers. Well, we have one consistent pusher. We have one consistent pusher, and that's AB, honestly. And we don't have people who, honestly, if you feel like you're going to quit, if you feel like that's right for you, then quit. No, we don't need that. We need someone to be like, oh, no. Quitting is not in the vocabulary. That's what we need. Someone who's not going to let us quit.
And then even with that it's like we have probably another consistent person, but if we do, they're shut down automatically. So
yeah, they don't have a chance to talk just like we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot. That's all of it. And I'm pretty sure it's not all of it. So let's talk a little bit more about the idea of having someone who pushes. I've admitted on here multiple times. I know that's how I instruct. That I'm just like, oh, well, we said we're going to do X, Y, Z, so we're going to do X, Y, Z, and also circle back to A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. We're not going to just do what we said. We're going to do that and exceed it, because that's just how I was taught. Mm-hmm. And I'm a firm believer in also pushing my students the same way. And to be even clearer about that, when you tell me this is what you want, then I will push. I, of course, have students who this is not a career choice for them. They're probably not even going to do it recreationally after. Am I going to push them the same way I push company? Nope. Because I'm not going to waste my time and effort. It doesn't make sense. I'm not going to put a student in a position where they end up hating the art form because they've been pushed. So there's a balance to find there. But again, I know me. And I'm very much about the business of dance. And when I have students who are very much about the business, it's like, okay, yeah, we're tired. We're all tired. However, we said we're going to do this, so now we're going to do this. Also, I don't like trash attached to my name. So I just be like, well, we're going to fix it. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to keep it pushing. Yeah. So being in a position where you have professors who don't all subscribe to that mentality, how has that impacted your growth as a dancer?
We all have moments where we was like, I want to quit. I want to drop out, because it's just a lot of people, and I'm just going to use example. Some of the people that were here last year are not here this year due to the things that they're doing outside of school. And they feel like it overrides everything that happens here. It's because they're learning more out there than they're learning here, which is supposed to be the total opposite. But that's the reality of it. It seems like we're learning more out there than we're learning in here.
I would also definitely say technique-wise, when we first came into the program, I feel like once you find out that somebody is on a dance track, you should definitely work with them technique-wise, movement-wise, class-wise, to make sure that they're set and that they will be prepared no matter what their career path will be after they graduate. And I feel like specifically for here, they just kind of don't really care. Just kind of scheduling new classes just to make sure graduate, meet the requirement, keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But then comes to our senior year and we're like, oh, hey, I want to be a dance educator. But I don't know what the heck pas de bourrée, glissade, pas de jazz. Like, what's that? So like they don't really, it's like filling in missing pieces that we should have gotten outside of school, which is sort of kind of our fault, but then we asked for that technique and then it's still not.
It's not our fault because some people don't have that opportunity to get it outside of school. So when they're in school, they should have that opportunity to learn that far. And to piggyback off of what you were saying, yeah, they're really here for the requirements. Like it's really just kind of like trying to get us to get out of school, trying to get us to graduate. And we don't have that thought until we get into school. And that's what's thrown at us. Like, we don't just come to school like, oh, I'm ready to graduate. Like, no, we go through stuff and then we're ready. And then we're ready to graduate. Like, I didn't get technique stuff until this year and I'm a junior. Yeah. Like actual technique, I didn't get until this semester. Yeah. I didn't like certain things like turnouts. I've never in my life turned out this much. Like, I'm like ever. And like, even when I was in a company, of course I did, I was very diverse when I was in the company, but like doing it every day, doing it consistently is 10 times more helpful. And it's just like, I should have got that my freshman year. When I was a freshman, I didn't know much. Now I know half the stuff. And then I get here and it's like, wait, there's more? Like, and it's like, you never really stop learning. Even as an adult, you never really stop learning. That's life 101. But then at the same time, there's certain things that while I'm here, I should have. So when I go out into the world and I teach little bots, like they don't do what I do. And then they all
wonder why our turnout is bad or why we don't know this and why we don't know that. It's literally gonna be like a chain reaction of everything.
We can't shape and mold ourselves. That's just not. It's not possible. Like when you're sculpting something, you have to shape and mold it. You can't just put it in and expect for it to turn into a vase. Like that's not. But that's how they treat us. Like we come in with the knowledge of, oh yeah, I know what dance is, and they're like, okay, well at least you know that, and it's like, go free, take all the classes that are necessary, and then we'll just move on with life. No, like where's the technical aspect of it? The knowledge. I didn't start learning terminology until this year. Right. Until like applying it to movement. Terms. Like and applying it to movement. Like I've heard them. I've heard them. Yes. Like grand jeté. Like not just a jeté, it's a grand jeté. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like we did not get that. We got like the gist, but when it came to movement, AB was like, "Yeah, do it towards the tag."
He's like, "What is that?"
My name is Ray. We don't know who that is. And I had to say, "Hold on, wait a minute. What is that? Can you like show me?" And that's what I've been doing for years. Can you show me what that is? Because I don't know what that is. And they wouldn't repeat it with the terminology. They would be like, "Is this?"
Or you should know by now.
Or you should know by now. That's the message.
That'd be the one.
No, we should have known a long time ago.
Right. I know definitely you should have known by now. So coming to higher ed, everybody was like, oh, well, you've arrived because they know. And I'm like,
child, no, we don't.
Wait a minute. I was like, actually though, I'm like, no, it's the same situation essentially as high school, middle school. I wouldn't say elementary though. That was his own situation. But I mean, it's the same in the sense of you're going to get varied levels. If this was a conservatory, then I could understand the argument of, okay, well, when you get there, they already know everything. Like if it was a school that is specifically attached to a company, then I know I'm coming in, they already know how to do everything. Yeah. This is a public institution.
Yeah.
It is, on top of that, it is not audition based.
I was literally about to say that.
So it is literally you get who shows up.
Come on.
Be blessed.
Be free.
Literally.
Yeah.
I think the part that really got me is that the classes weren't leveled. That blew me. It blows me to this exact moment today. Because I'm just like, but wait. That means I can have one class with someone who's been dancing 8 years, someone who just started yesterday, somebody who don't even want to be in there, and then somebody who has already been performing professionally. And they're all in the same room. And it's just like, what do I do with this?
Yeah, it's a lot of dynamics.
And and again, like I have said this many a time, I'll continue to say it. I know I'm great at teaching. That ain't the problem. The problem is that's a disservice to everyone in the room. Yeah. It's a disservice to me as the educator because now I can't just plan strictly for a group. I have to differentiate. And so I have to cut down on how much I'm covering because class is only but so long. That's a disservice to those who haven't been dancing as long because I can't spend as much time making sure they have the information. It's a disservice to those who've been doing it for a while because now they have to wait and go over stuff that they've already known. So it is frustrating to come into an environment like that. So I can only imagine how frustrating it is to be a student in it. Yeah. Because for my program for undergrad, it was leveled. We did not have to audition, but you would sign up for a class and they would watch.
Yeah, no.
You level 1.
you need to change your schedule. Like, I don't know what else you got at that time on Monday and Wednesday, but you need to be in this level or you're going to be in summer school, make a decision. Yeah. Which, in that moment, it was like, damn, like you just going to tell me I got to change my schedule? But now looking back, I'm like, that was fair. Yeah. Because I should have been in level 1 in ballet. And for modern, it was okay to move me up. I didn't need to just be in a catch-all group. I wouldn't have gotten what I needed. And it wouldn't have worked out for those who had been dancing for years longer than I had. Right. And from the teaching aspect, it's so much easier to just plan and be sure you're really hitting the things. I think one of the misconceptions is that when because some folks do be tripping, ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. But when some educators are saying it's easier to plan it this way, it's not that we're trying to do less, we're trying to do more. Mm-hmm. Because if I have the same level, then I'm like, oh, bet we can do this, and this. Right. Bang it out, let's go. Because everyone is on that page or at least in the vicinity of each other. Whereas when I have that wide range, it's like, okay, I got to make sure you're not bored. Got to make sure that you actually learn what the terminology is. Got to make sure that you can understand what turnout is. Got to make sure you learn what spotting is. Yeah. And these are things that now I have to shorten. That I'm like, okay, I can't get the 5 things done that I could do with the 1 class. I can only get done 2. Yeah. And I still have to get that 2 done while keeping everyone engaged. And it's just a disservice all around. So to see it happening so high school level, I understood. I didn't really, that's a whole ass lie. I didn't understand it at the high school level because I'm like, I'm sorry, at this age, you are old enough to know what the hell you want to do. Mm-hmm. Please put them in the class they want to be in. And if I'm telling you, no, this kid has been dancing for 10 years outside of school, don't put them in dance 1. Yes. Don't put them in there with those kids. Them kids ain't never danced a day in their life. They're going to die. They don't want to be there. Like, they need to be in rest. Like, bump them up. So high school, I didn't understand it. College, though, I was like, for real? I was like, y'all really ain't got levels?
And it's the fact that we do have levels. But they have a system where we could take a 4-level class, but we didn't even take the 3. Like, we're all are in a 400 level class, and our professor's like, well, this is a 400 level class, and you gotta do everything yourself. And we're saying like, but we didn't get the breakdown first. And you know that, and the fact that she knows that, and she continues to push us to a 4 level, and we're not even there yet. Yeah, that blows me because you have a disservice to me. Yeah. Exactly, it's a disservice to me because now I gotta force myself to remember all of this information that I should have not learned in the 3rd level, just for us to. And then be confused at the end of the day.
Complain that we don't know what we're doing in a 400 level class.
I'm just like, we didn't take the 3, so sis.
The fact that that's even allowed to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we skipping? Why are we skipping levels? Why are we skipping steps?
Like, that's not safe.
Because they just want us to graduate. Which is why I want to collect.
Because
it's whatever's available.
I want you to graduate. I want you to graduate on time, preferably. Yeah. But I want you to be prepared when you do.
Absolutely.
And besides the fact that I just love what I do and I love my kids, even just looking at it selfishly, it makes no sense to send you out into the world unprepared. People gonna ask where you went.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask who taught you.
Yeah.
First of all, my name can't come out your mouth like that. I was like, that's not an option. But the thing that's really getting me as we're building the program is if that's what goes out and that's what people see as a representation, what's going to make anyone send people here?
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Because right now,
but would they come for dance?
No,
exactly.
Because as of right now, it's what's available. That's where our classes are based off of. What's available this semester? What's available this semester? I think you should take this because this available this semester, and you're trying to graduate next semester, so it don't offer no more. And I don't even want to teach you this semester, so I'm gonna just not do it this semester. It's just like that. Like, baby, we trying to graduate, but you making it hard. You making it hard for us to do that because you're offering stuff when it's supposed to be offered. But then the next year is like, oh, I'm not offering this. What do you want us to do then?
And a huge part is that the lack of faculty.
We
like,
had
I know it costs
professor
money.
For the longest, one dance professor for like years, like almost 8 years. Since I wasn't here, she's been here by doing things by herself, and it's a bunch of adjuncts just coming in and out. Why is there one professor for dance? That makes no sense. For the longest, and y'all knew she needed help for so long, but y'all decide now, 8 years later, let's get more professors because we actually need them. Yeah, we needed them 8 years ago, but nobody didn't care then.
That part, because it's wild. Because just even with the adjuncts, and I think that goes to the point of that lack of consistency. It's not even whether or not the adjunct faculty are any good at what they do. It's that we work by contract. So you may get one who's like amazing, but if they don't get offered another contract, then you won't see them. Or if they get offered a better contract somewhere, I mean, they'd be crazy not to take it. And so now you don't know what's going to come in, or that puts you in a position where now this course is not offered.
That's so semester. Detrimental to students. Like,
it is.
That is terrible.
It is.
Bad.
It is bad. And again, it's always down to money and numbers, always. And that's public school, that's K-12, that's higher ed. It's always about money and numbers. But you can't get the numbers and you can't get the money without doing the things to draw the people in. So, for example, 2 reasons why I wanted to do the February concert. First reason is because you're a whole HBCU, and I just do not understand how it was not already an established thing.
For a Black History concert?
Like, blown.
We just work here.
Because had I known.
No, really though.
Had I known prior to.
One job.
Because it's not like it wasn't suggested. We just work here.
That too.
Wow.
It was definitely
had I known sooner, you would have had one February of this year. Because you know what? I came in and I assumed there would be one. And I was like, all right, they probably got something going on, so I'm gonna just see kind of what they do, fill it out, and then next year,
and then they try to incorporate it with a spring concert, and it's like, no, like, and then you didn't, just because we all ended up having pieces about Black women, like that wasn't even intentional. That wasn't even intentional. That just so happened to be.
Yeah. So that was my first reason, because I was like, well, that's dumb. Like, y'all, bare minimum should have this. Like, bare minimum, every art should be doing something during the month.
Yeah.
The second reason, though, that I was like, that is one of the easiest ways to recruit.
Yeah.
Have something for people to come see. Because as a parent with children who dance, would I send them here? No. I would not, because I go on the website. First of all, you can't find nothing
about the dance
on the website about most things. I actually have a friend who's applying for a social work position. She was like, I saw the position and I tried to look at the department. You can't find anything. And I was like,
maybe that's just the Bowie world.
That's HBCUs are trifling.
You literally got to search.
It is so trash. But I'm like, there's no dance stuff for real.
We don't have no sponsors for dance either. Like,
we don't have any.
That's another thing.
Then they have a Bowie Vogue commercial out with the girl who took one dance class and was prancing around the studio.
Not prancing.
And got on a commercial.
Not prancing.
Nobody from the department was in that commercial, but our
Someone
head
who took one
dance teacher.
That's wild. I need people to do better. I need
No.
people to do
They
better.
play
That's
it on
wild.
cable. I see it almost every other morning.
Wait.
I was like, no
you know
way
what?
they did this.
I have yet to see it. I don't think I want to.
No,
It's okay.
it's-
I don't need it on my
it's
spirit.
sad.
It's
So
fine.
sad.
But yeah, because to me, having come from the high school level and knowing that I reached out and never really had contact back to be able to try to start pipelining my kids this way.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, something has to be happening. So those teachers can say, hey, look at this program.
Right.
Hey, look at this performance. You can see the quality of work coming out and see if this is something you're interested in. Because for most people, it's very much going to be, did I see the performance? Oh, I like the performance. So now let me look at your site.
Right.
Yeah.
The majority are going to see something that makes them want to look.
Yeah.
And there is nothing currently like that.
It's nothing on campus either, because there's a bunch of people on campus that doesn't even know there's a dance program as well.
That is so true. It's wild.
Even
There's
like
so
if we
many
have
people who don't know.
Even if we have shows and stuff like that, it's no promotion outside on our
I
campus.
didn't know.
We only promote
outside
for
of the
us,
theater
people
In
that we
this
know that's
building.
in the
Yeah.
program.
It should be, if anything, the bare minimum. We should be in the student center where everybody goes to get lunch or something. There should
Yeah.
be flyers up there like everybody else have flyers. They can have flyers about drawing blood, but can't have flyers about a whole production that's happening.
Yes,
Like,
they
that's-
lie. It says-
There's a whole
Draw
production
blood.
happening in the theater arts building, but we hear about everything diddle squiddy or squaddle. And I'm just trying to figure out what happened to us, you know? Why you being weird to me?
Yeah, it's you good.
Diddle
sis.
squiddy.
I never heard that one before.
That's new right there. We're gonna add that to the
Yeah.
lexicon. But yeah, that's also another thing that I'm just like, can we advertise though? Like, can people be notified in advance outside
But my
of?
thing is like
the
that's so
building.
And then
free.
we have to. And
That's
then we have to
so
get
free
approved
to
too.
do.
No, we got to get approved for a lot of stuff. That's another problem because
Like-
it's really as simple as a simple flyer. And we have to take it to this person, then take it to this person. If they don't like it, we got to redo the whole thing. Like, it's that too.
Yep.
But
Definitely
to
go
be
through that process
fair,
first.
first of all, there needs to be somebody just in this department alone that makes sure
All of
our
that
stuff
is
can check all the boxes.
Yeah.
That should be a
The
thing.
crazy part is that there is somebody, right?
Oh, shit.
But then when it goes out, it goes to like the university marketing resources.
And we never see it nowhere.
So
So I don't know. We don't
they
know.
are supposed to
We
show
don't-
it out to the campus and outside the
And we
building,
don't.
but that doesn't
Let's
happen.
let's not say. We told them to do that. They said they was doing that. But we don't know for sure if they did that.
The
But
system
why is
so
people
broken.
not doing their job?
That's
don't
the
know.
real question
Like,
I have.
Because
I
they
don't
already in
pay
a position where they
$8,000
don't
a
have
semester
to.
for them.
Because
to
if
send
that's-
out a piece of
because
paper.
if
They're in a
That's-
position where they don't have to.
Put a stamp, print it.
They already got their
Right.
check. They already got their contract.
It literally for
No,
me
seriously.
just turns into does it hurt your life to make sure that this gets done? Because if it doesn't, could you please?
Yeah.
And I
Is
think
it gonna
that
kill
goes
you?
back to the point of saying that
does.
it's all about caring, like caring for the arts too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
such a big topic within the whole
If you don't
world
like your
because
job,
there's a
then
lot of
you
people
gotta
that don't
move
really
on.
care for the arts. And especially here, they're so focused on, oh, who could throw the football the longest? Or like everything else sports, but
Because that makes them more money.
It's the
Yeah.
$500.
it,
of my-
no,
out of my-
I just saw that.
What is
I was
it?
like $500 for an
$500 for
athletic fee
And
that
we
I don't
use any
use.
of. We don't use.
There's
any
only
of it
$25 for theater arts.
for our major. It's
For
only
our
25
major.
bucks.
I did
I'm
not
sorry,
know
y'all said
that.
500.
That's
Wait,
yeah.
embarrassing.
500 for something we
$1,500
don't
that I
use, and 25 for our major.
And then we got to pay
For
for
what we're
construction.
graduating for.
Oh my
That
God.
construction-
That ain't even done.
It makes sense, but yeah.
They've been constructing since COVID started.
No, seriously.
Y'all should've
And
been
y'all
constructing.
got $1 billion towards the campus. So why do you got money for that?
Good job. Hilarious. That construction has been real for a minute, though.
It's
Yeah.
giving DC construction.
Oh my
No,
God.
live-
It's
Minnesota
giving
Avenue.
Beltway construction. Is what it's
Minnesota
giving.
Avenue.
Same workers.
Delayed. Supposed to be done in fall. We about to be in
5
spring.
It's like,
Yes,
and
they
down
do.
to one lane. And now we're here.
So
Reroute.
embarrassing in school.
Because, yeah. But I will say this. At least you have hope that change should be on the horizon. Actually, I'm going to change it. It is. It's happening.
Yes.
It's
we already changing this in spring. Let me let you know.
Yeah.
Be there or be squared.
No way,
you heard my sis. You heard my
Be there, be squared.
Now you don't have a choice.
All right. So if you could give just one change that you would like to see within the next semester to 2 semesters to help this department reach a level of professionalism, of notoriety, of just excellence in general. And when I'm saying this department, I'm speaking only of dance because I don't really care that they have me under theater because I'm not a theater educator. All of my degrees say dance on them. So that's all I care about. FYI, don't care. Sorry, not sorry.
Emphasis on that.
In all caps, underline 3 times, in bold, and italicized.
In red.
Double circle.
Red font.
Double circle.
All right, so one thing over the next semester, 2 semesters that you would like, that you think would be something that would help really propel the department. I know you're thinking of so many things. I know.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, I would say specifically is hire. I don't want to say this.
No, go ahead.
So hire better people.
Yeah, I mean, that's
for a benefit of the students and the department as a whole, especially if you're going to make dance a major here.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing right now doesn't even seem like they're on a track to make this a major whatsoever.
They're just giving us false hope.
Yeah.
And random classes that are not benefiting in any type of way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So hire people that are willing to do the job and that are willing to actually put their best effort forward, maybe, and help students out.
And to piggyback off of that, I think that this department should not be based off of whether they got a master's, bachelor's, doctorate's degree, because a lot of people have worked in the professional world and don't have none of that. But they have more information and more knowledge than the people that have the degrees. Yeah. So therefore, in this department, in this department right here, it should be an exception with that, because we learn outside of the educational realm. We don't always learn in here. So some people have arts in general. Like, people have had more experiences and more knowledge due to the stuff they did outside. So masters, doctorates, and all that doesn't matter usually, because the real world teaches us in this.
Yeah, we don't want willy-nilly walking up in here with no degree.
Because even as a teacher, even as a regular teacher, you at least have to have a bachelor's. But like masters and PhD.
Because somebody did not get hired because they didn't have a master's. But they are phenomenal because they have so many credentials. And it's like they could teach us, but y'all don't give them the time of day because they don't have a master's. I'm confused.
How fair is that?
I know, that's what took me so long.
That's a world.
And that's what I'm saying. We could have had this, but no.
That's
we had to wait for her to get a master's.
I had to get the master's first. I had to. It 100% is
just for her to teach us more in 2 months than we've ever learned.
This department
in 3 years.
It should have an exception.
Yeah, 3 years.
Number 3, my lord. Number 3.
Yeah. I would say that we should have more performance opportunities, but then they'll throw us anywhere.
Yeah.
But I do think.
Damn.
No, for real. Like, we really would get thrown anywhere. Yeah. Like, we'd be doing 4 women at a basketball show.
So more quality performance.
More quality performance.
There we go.
And let's go outside of what we do every year. Like, the fact that we're doing a Black History thing, that opens up more rounds of people to be involved in dance. We do the same thing for dance every single year, like dance year, dance year, fall. Spring semester, spring concert, spring. Like, that's all we do.
And put the opportunity on the table.
For everybody to be a part.
Talk about it. Like, hey, you guys should organize this, and this. I think this would be great. Not just, okay, we're doing dance year. We're doing spring concert. Yeah, it's a requirement.
Come up with something.
Yeah.
Make it available for us to at least talk.
Yeah, I think because it's thrown as a requirement, it makes people not want to do it. Like, you're requiring me to do what I love,
right? That makes us
Really
definitely
is.
lose like the passion for it too, because then we're just like thrown into something that we don't really care about. Thank you.
Any questions? You guys don't have any questions?
That's embarrassing.
Probably
like, where did
hilarity of these poor babies are 100% in a virtual class right now.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
All right, so for all the parents watching, you know,
I have to be in that class, Mom.
Way
I've
more
been
important.
listening.
B plus.
I definitely,
Over here.
I definitely been listening.
I wasn't
But,
But I am so connected to what's going on. She called my name and everything. It's okay.
oh my God.
you go hang up.
Just tap tap.
I don't
Leave
think-
meeting?
I don't think you do that.
Oh my God.
You probably unmuted yourself now.
Where's your
You
phone?
good.
For me, I feel like we need more sponsorship. Because they say wait, those words are hard. So basically like we need money. That's a big. But yes, we need professors as well. But when we have people that actually see us, that actually donate and want to do that, we can do more. In my opinion.
But I also think that we have opportunities to get money. But like I said, we have to go through this person and this person and this person to get approved to go out and give money. We could really be doing stuff like connections. People have connections. They, I want some dancers. I just need some dancers to do just one piece. Okay, that's fine. What day? Oh, great. All my dancers are available this day.
Matter of fact,
So can we, no, we should be able to go and say, hey, we're going to perform at this place. And easy money. We shouldn't have to get approved through all these people.
I would definitely say better sponsorship then, because it makes no sense how the band can just go out and just perform on the NFL. Wow, we're wilding. Like we can definitely perform behind somebody.
Oh my God.
We can throw something together or something.
Wait a minute. Now we
I
can
would
throw
have
something
stood it on that
together.
field. You
But-
did my stuff.
So I will say from administrative side, I hate the administrative side. I ain't gonna hold you. I understand some of the checks and balances because there are unfortunately some people who will be raggedy, especially once money gets involved. I do get that. However, wholeheartedly agree with, and I have gotten in trouble many a time where I'm like, yes, I will accept this performance. And then we go and I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, we went here.
That we received money.
My bad.
Here's the check. Where do I deposit it?
Yeah.
For our group.
Side note, that's actually about to happen within
Yeah.
a couple months because I done already said yes to something.
Word.
It'll be fine.
Word.
Check
They'll
the
live.
collective out. Like they'll live.
Word.
But yeah, it is very much I get it in some senses, but the amount of overkill, the fact that it's not consistent across the board. That some people don't have to check all the boxes, they get some of them waived. And other people have to check all the boxes 10 times.
Right.
So I'm with you. I see you. You are heard. Yes. All right. My darling people, thank you so much.
That was fun.
Da, 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 da.
That's our show in February.
What?
11
So
and
that's why we
12.
were calm the whole time.
11 and 12.
Clearly.
11 and 12.
All right. So calmly give that information and the social accounts. Somebody calmly give that information so people can follow.
Oh, you
I
on
think I
my
give the
Instagram?
social
I was
media.
like, what is she
For the
talking
collective,
about?
The social media account for right now is BSU Dance Co. Be aware it will change within the next 2 months.
So follow us now.
Next month.
Probably within the next
BSU
month.
Dance Co.
And once it changes, I will do a separate post on IG just to make sure anyone who goes ahead and follows now, you can get a heads up on the shift that is coming because change is great sometimes.
The collective is coming.
All right, so thank you all again for joining us here at Dance Talk Realness. If you have any questions, comments, observations, anything that you want me to run it back, ask them some questions and get some answers for you, drop me a line. You know how to do it by now. And I thank you, and I'll see you next time with some fresh new content.
Hasta fuego.
Bye.
Tequila Taco
Hasta
Bell.
la vista.
Nigga.
All right. Y'all Y'all are stupid.
Hasta la vista.